Hey, welcome to another live broadcast. It is Monday evening. I hope you all had a great weekend. Tonight, I'm going to share with you a little tip or trick or tweak on how you can shortcut your way to the benefits of fasting. So welcome to the broadcast. If you are joining us live, please take a second to introduce yourself by leaving a hello or where you're calling in from or viewing in from in the comment section. And if you are a current or past student of mine, please just let me know what month you were in and what course you were in so that I can make sure that I recognize you at the end when I go through all the comments. And always feel free to leave a comment or a question for anything that we're discussing this evening. Again, I go through those at the end of the broadcast and I will make sure that I get all of those addressed. So if you are new, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and programs and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and most importantly, live their most authentic life. And here in this community, we have been doing that through various ways of intermittent fasting. And we also run two courses now here where we teach women how to listen to the signs and signals that their body is sending them so that they can take full benefit of something as magical as intermittent fasting. So tonight I'm going to share with you how you can kind of shortcut your way to the benefits of intermittent fasting and share with you a little bit about what I have been doing probably over the last month or so and really fine-tuning over the last week, and it definitely applies to shortcutting your way to the benefits. So what I'm referring to just generally is exercise and fasting. And so we often talk here about the difference between not eating and being in a truly fasted state. And so there's two kind of ways we can think about fasting, or maybe a way you've experienced exercising where you might have felt like you were fasting. And that would be the difference between working out on an empty stomach versus working out in a truly fasted state. And that description really does go hand in hand along the same philosophies as not eating versus being in a truly fasted state. And so when you're in a truly fasted state, that's really when your body has depleted most of its glycogen stores and you've gone an X amount of time without taking in any kind of calories, or more specifically having a period of time where you've had no insulin released in your body. And after a certain amount of time of being in that situation, you start depleting off your glycogen stores and you are in what we call a truly fasted state, and you become fat adaptive, meaning that you're going to actually tap into your own body's stored resources as a source of energy. So when we're doing this and we're just relying on fasting and feasting, it takes a longer period of time, and you have to be very specific or very careful about what you're doing in your feasting windows, because you're really only having one means of using up that stored glycogen, and that is time of being in a truly fasted state, and then making sure that when you're feasting, you're taking in a minimal amount of carbohydrates so that you don't end up storing up carbohydrates and then having a longer period of time in your fasting window to burn it out. And that's just breaking it down as simply as I can. Now, there's a lot of other processes that go along with it, and everybody is individual in what they're coming into fasting with, and maybe what their history with fasting is, or maybe what they're coming in health-wise. So if you're insulin resistant or maybe pre-diabetic, it's going to take you a little bit longer to actually get yourself into that truly beneficial fat burning state, because we have some other outlying issues that we have to deal with. That was my situation in a nutshell. I was insulin resistant and I was pre-diabetic. And so it took me a longer period of time, and I had to be a lot more consistent with what I was doing in my fasting window and my feasting window in order to get to that truly fat adaptive state where I was burning off my own energy sources as a means to keep my body going, and was able to eventually heal my body. So that's just relying on fasting and feasting. if you want to take it to that next step, or maybe you don't want to have to fast for as long or have to be as conscious about your carbohydrate intake, then factoring in a fasted workout period within your day will really help you kind of shortcut your way to the benefits of fasting. And it happens with the same process as maybe a 20-hour fast with very conscious carbohydrate intake and really watching and managing what you're doing in your feasting window, but it does it in sort of an amped up way. Because through exercise, what we're doing is we are actually forcing our body to burn through those glycogen stores just because we're requiring that energy that's readily available to be burned. We burn through that and then can get into that fat adaptive state a lot faster. So we're actually just speeding up our fasting window benefits by utilizing exercise as a means of burning through glycogen stores. So if you're feeling like your fasting window is unmanageable because it just has to be too long for you to get the good effects that you're looking for with fasting, or you're feeling like you're not getting the kind of food that you would like to have in your feasting window, then the fastest way to kind of fix that, or maybe enjoy a shorter fasting window with a little bit more in your feasting window, would be incorporating some exercise. So I have some stuff here that I want to kind of read off to you that are results of some studies that have been done, some clinical studies with fasted cardio, fasted weight training, and some of the benefits that go on. And I've just kind of taken out all the statistics and all the acronyms and just kind of put it down in as simple of English as I can kind of relay to you guys, so that we can kind of just get to the point and visualize how it could actually work for us. So the studies that are out there, and you can just Google all of these if you like to actually have the reference of the study, studies that were done with people who were actually working out in a truly fasted state showed that they had increased blood flow to the abdominal area of their body, which is the area that we tend to store the most fat. And it also is the area where we have the most stubborn fat. And I know for a lot of us women here, the one complaint we have about what we're going through with our hormonal changes and some of the imbalances that we have is that stubborn hormonal fat. Fasted cardio and fasted strength training, or even what would be more ideal would be a fasted HIIT cardio workout, has been shown to be that kind of exercise that really gets into that stubborn abdominal fat area and burns it away very quickly. There are fat burning chemicals that are released when we're in that fasted cardio state or a fasted HIIT workout state that really does focus on that fat in the abdominal area and literally just burns it away. So if you are suffering from some of that stubborn abdominal fat, then a fasted cardio workout or a fasted HIIT cardio workout might just be that thing that if you start implemented into your fasting and your feasting protocol throughout your day, can really help you tap into maximizing what you're trying to do with your fasting and really help you chisel away some of that stubborn belly fat. And the reason we get that stubborn belly fat there is just a reduction of blood flow. So the fastest way to get blood flowing through your body is just to move more. And so if you're not one of those kind of people that has a lot of time to work out, or maybe even a lot of resources to work out, the studies that were done with this fat burning benefits of being in a truly fasted workout state shows that it only took about 17, and again there's a variation because everybody's different, but 17 to 27 minutes was the amount of time that these people in this study had to work out to truly see those fat burning benefits. So I know for myself, I'm a runner, and I always felt like if I wasn't running for at least an hour, that I wasn't getting enough cardio to really yield the physical changes that I wanted in my body. But I was doing my running incorrectly, or maybe not as efficiently as I know I can now. So I can do a HIIT cardio type of workout in a truly fasted state for half the amount of time that I'm used to working out, or I used to work out, and yield even better results physically. So you can cut down your workout duration, you can amp up the intensity a little bit, and then you will totally exponentially increase the results that you're getting. And that's just because we are taking full advantage of being in that fat burning state through fasted workouts, and then making sure that we are working out for that period of time that's going to be long enough under intensity to tap into that stubborn body fat that we have such a hard time getting away from. Now, the same thing holds true for working out with weightlifting and or strength training. And I know for a lot of women, that seems like a scary way to exercise because we're afraid we're going to bulk up. I can tell you through my own experience that strength training or any kind of weightlifting is not going to bulk up your body. It actually does quite the opposite for women. And if you're doing strength training or any kind of weightlifting in a cardio type of format, then that really does put you in that HIIT cardio sort of area with your heart rate and what you're doing with your intensity, where you can actually really benefit from the fat burning as well. And those HIIT workouts that we've talked about here before create that afterburn effect in our body as well. So our human growth hormone has increased exponentially. I think it's by 1,300% is what the studies are showing. So we've exponentially increased our human growth hormone. So that means that everything that we're doing during our workout is going to be that much more beneficial as well, because we already have those hormones readily available in our body from being in the fasted state. And then the HIIT cardio or HIIT strength training type of workouts are going to be that thing. They're just going to keep that human growth hormone available and actually allow you to have the opportunity to reap the benefits by not having to work out as long, but getting quicker and more realistic results from your workout. Okay, so what if you're new to fasted workouts? What does a fasted workout feel like? Well, if you remember what it felt like when you were new to fasting and you sort of went through the keto flu phase and you had those sort of low energy days, maybe you felt a little bit lethargic as your body was going from a sugar burner to a fat burner. And then as soon as you became really efficient with your truly fasted state and you figured out what your sweet spot was and you got through all those horrible feelings of the keto flu and you really became fat adaptive, you got that energized sense of calm and you had more energy than you knew what to do with. The same thing holds true when you start to work out in a fasted state. The first few times it doesn't feel good because your body just doesn't have that readily available energy to tap into to get you off and running. After a couple of those kind of workouts where you feel sort of sluggish on the, sort of the getting out of the gate, sort of, so to speak, from your workout, then your body starts to adjust. And as it starts to adjust and as it starts to learn how to tap into those stored resources for fuel or to get you out of the gates, then your workouts will have that same transition as your fasting and your feasting did when you first started working out or first started intermittent fasting. I just went through the same exact scenario as I've just recently gotten back into working out. So if you've been following along with us here over the last few months, I took a break in February when we got our puppy. So I went from 10-mile runs and intense workouts to nothing. Then I broke my foot and then I just sort of got busy and distracted, and 5 or 6 months went by where I didn't work out at all. My fasting was phenomenal, so I was really able to extend out my fasting windows and really concentrate on some really clean, nutrient-dense feasting, so I was able to reap those benefits. But then when I jumped back into working out about a month or so ago, it was like starting all over again, but worse, because not only was I having to jump back into working out, but my body actually had to learn how to work out in a fasted state because I like to work out in a fasted state. I used to work out on an empty stomach and wasn't really reaping those benefits that I'm reaping now. So in a truly fasted state, a few weeks of working out, I felt very sluggish. I didn't feel like I could really work out to my potential. And then just this last week, it all started to kick back in for me. And I have been working out in a fasted state and feeling absolutely amazing and just crushing my workouts. So now my body knows and it's comfortable and confident with working out in that fasted state, and I can truly reap the benefits of it. And my body, I can just feel it just burning and churning away at some of that little body fat that I wasn't happy with, that I couldn't really get fully rid of with my fasting and my feasting because I didn't want to go that slimmed down on my feast. I wanted some flexibility. I wanted to live my life authentically. I didn't want to feel like I was constantly bowing out of social situations because I was trying to stay in a fasted state or trying to keep my carb count really low. And so I was living very authentically, but I still kind of had that little bit of body shape or image or whatever that I really knew I could trim down if I just kind of took it to that next level. So instead of cutting down my nutrition, I amped up my workouts. And my workouts have really allowed me the opportunity to kind of narrow down my fasting even just a little bit. I was fasting for 20 to 24 hours before. Now I'm fasting more 18 to 20, and I've built in a little bit extra flexibility in my feasting window to kind of make up for what I'm burning off in my workouts, and I'm feeling fantastic, and I'm noticing some really nice physique changes as well. So it's not one of those things that's going to feel fantastic when you start doing it. We have to sort of get over the emotional and mental feeling of not feeling strong in the beginning. But like I said, after a week or so of consistency over time, your body will start to kick in and you'll start to be able to reap those benefits from what it is that you're doing with your fasted workout and then your feasting window. So fasted workouts really do help you shortcut your way to the benefits of fasting when fasting alone isn't really getting you where you want to go. And like I always say, do not let age be the deciding factor on what you are capable or not capable of doing in regards to your fitness regimen. I have been doing some cycle bar classes at my local cycle gym, and I have just been crushing it this last week where I've come in first place, and I'm probably one of the oldest people in the class. And it's just because time and consistency and really tapping into my fasted cardio workout has allowed me to really amp up my workouts gradually and get myself to the point where I'm tapping in to what it is that my body has the potential to do in a truly fasted state. So if you don't have any kind of physical condition that's going to keep you from working out, please don't let age be that thing that's going to stop you from really reaping these benefits of what you can get from a truly fasted workout. And remember this as well, because I always freak out when I hear people say HIIT workout, because all I can see in my mind are a bunch of burpees, and I am not that burpee girl. HIIT workouts are high intensive interval training. High intensity interval training is defined by you, the individual person, not necessarily by someone else's pre-designed workout program. So whatever it is that's going to take you in your workout to a high intensity interval style training is exactly what a HIIT workout is going to be for you. And so if you're going from sedentary to working out, it doesn't take a whole lot to get to that high intensity interval portion of a workout session. And remember, it takes 17 to 27 minutes to really reap those benefits of a fasted workout. So you don't necessarily have to get yourself into a gym and knock around a bunch of weights. You can walk up some hills in your neighborhood. You can do some stuff around your house, walk up and down the stairs in your house. You can get to the park and do some stuff within a park setting. There are so many things that you can do to incorporate this style of workout without having to necessarily be a gym type of person. And I know for myself, I am going to be starting a workout program that is designed all around strength training and HIIT cardio style workouts, and I'm going to be doing it right in my very own home, streaming it from either my TV or my iPhone, and I'll be able to reap these fasted benefits from that workout as well. So if you don't know what to do to get started and you're looking for a group of people to maybe start a workout program with because you need the accountability and you need the motivation, and you want to follow something that is a designed program that can get you from where you are today to where you want to be in a set amount of time, then please make sure that you leave me a comment here with your email address, or you email me. And I'll have Kara post my email address on both YouTube and Facebook. We will be getting a group of women together. We will officially start in January, so it's still a couple months away. But you can kind of dabble around in it between now and January if you want to kind of get yourself back into that workout mode if you have been sedentary for a while. And we will plug you in with a group, and we will help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. And in January, we will be doing a formal workout program together. I will not be the trainer of the program, so it is something that you will have to subscribe to, but it is a streaming service you can do through your phone or your TV, and we will be doing it together as a group of women, and I will be there to coach you and motivate you and keep you guys accountable and share with you what it is that I've been experiencing myself these last month or so with really getting into my workouts and getting myself back into the grind and consistency of getting my workouts in, and how I've been able to improve very quickly over a short period of time by tapping into what it is that I know about fasting and feasting well, and being able to fuel my body to keep up with what it is that I want to do in my workouts. So we always have room for you if it's something that you would like to do. So I'm going to jump in here to Facebook first and read the comments and welcome everyone. And then I'll jump onto YouTube and I'll welcome everyone from there as well. And I always forget that I can't touch my laptop. I'll have to go to my mouse here. I can touch it on my YouTube, but not on my Facebook. Okay, so let's see here tonight. So Juanita Powell from Charleston, welcome. Juanita Powell is my family's maiden name, my grandmother's married name. So very common name, love it. Yvonne, hello, June Course Alumni Group, IFer for Life. Yes, you are. Diane, I haven't been on for a while, but I listen to each one delayed on YouTube. When I feel alone on my path, I listen to you. Oh, well, Diane, don't ever feel alone on your path. We're always here, girlfriend. Beatrice from July, IFer for Life. We have a lot of IFers for Life. I love it. Penny, hello. I'm looking forward to the November 4th group. Penny, we're looking forward to having you. Melanie from North Carolina, I'm on week 4 of the course, and I'm so glad I joined the community. Awesome. Well, Melanie, hopefully you're in the alumni course as well. Pamela, hello. Glad to be in the alumni course. Pamela, we're glad to have you. April from Albuquerque, excited about being in the November 4th group. Yay, me too. Monica, miss listening. I must learn to make time for me and listening to you at night. Well, Monica, it's all recorded, so you can always come back when it's convenient for you too. Susan from June and the alumni course. Susie from Huntington Beach was in the mid-July course too and loved it. Oh, Susie, good. Miramar from San Diego. Gina, hello from Ontario, Canada. Welcome. Maxine, can't wait to start. Oh, we can't wait to have you. Brandy from the August group. Welcome. Gina from Yorba Linda, June 29th, an alumni course, struggling with my food choices and these past few days, but taking it one day at a time. Thanks for all the great info. Gina, don't look at it as a struggle. Just look at it as you had some opportunities to do some different things, and you're just going to jump right back in where you're comfortable again when you're ready. So the beautiful thing about fasting is you can't fail at it. It's literally a series of choices, right? And so you made some choices. That's okay. And now what you need to do is make some different choices if you're not happy with where you are. And just tomorrow morning when you wake up, make the decisions that you have to make. How long will you fast? And how well will you feast? And before you know it, you'll be right back where you need to be. Okay? So it's that simple. Brandy from Tennessee, August 12th, an alumni. Awesome. Sandra from Fresno. What is a HIIT workout? So a HIIT workout is a high intensity interval training type of workout. And so HIIT workouts are usually a period of time of high intensity followed by a shorter period of time of recovery. So you get your heart rate up and then you recover, and then you get your heart rate up and then you recover. So those are the kind of things, depending on where you're coming in fitness level wise, that you can really get yourself into by just doing something that's a little different. So like I said, walking up a hill, walking up and down some stairs, walking briskly, and then kind of recovering for 30 seconds. So it's usually a minute on, 30 seconds off, or anything that's going to take your heart rate up and then allow you time to recover and then take your heart rate back up again. So that's sort of like the basic way to explain it. Janet from Houston, welcome. Melanie, I always thought I needed pre-workout fuel. Nope, I love my faster workouts. Awesome. Susan, seems like I sweat more with faster workouts. Yeah, me too. I leave my class just completely drenched. My family makes fun of me. I don't know if you guys have seen this commercial or not. I think it's a healthcare commercial. And it's the girl, she's riding her spin bike, and she's like, or maybe she's on a Peloton bike, I don't know, but she's riding her bike and she's like flipping her sweaty hair, and she's like kind of going after it on her bike. And my family makes fun of me because they say that that's me, and It kind of is. I love working out hard. Beth from, is that Chickasaw? I don't know. Falls, Wisconsin. Too cold now to work out outside. It's snowing. Work out inside, Beth. Email me and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing over the next couple of months, and it's all inside. And you'll love it. HIIT for me is running stairs or jump rope crunches or spinning sprints or even push-ups and squats. Yeah, Yvonne, you don't have to do too much to get your heart rate elevated. So it's just keeping your body moving at an intense level for a period of time to get your heart rate at its peak and then allowing yourself to recover. Lizette, love this information. Oh, good. Rosa just jumped in Orlando, Florida. Well, welcome. Hazel, hello. Good to see you too. Okay, so let me see what we got going on over here on YouTube. Lots of comments I saw coming through. Let's see. Gaming Twins, hello. Michelle, good evening from Kansas. Good to see you. Miss Utopia, nice haircut. Oh, thank you. I'm actually going to get it cut on Thursday. Michelle, hey, from Texas. And Michelle, I saw your email today, and I'm going to answer you tonight on that one about running. Let's see. Anne from Florida, welcome. November course. 1212 Weaver, hello from Florida. Dana, hello. Also, why just women? Since your husband is active in this, I'm just wondering why men is not included. Men are included. I just talk to women. That's all. Rita, good evening from North Carolina. Dana, still fasting and slowly working on my exercise. Awesome. Janet, good evening from Nevada. Vicky from Australia, welcome. Dana from Washington State. 1212 Weaver, what are some of the things to keep hydrated besides water to stay in a fasted state? Water. That's pretty much it. That's the best thing you're going to do for yourself in a fasted state. Michelle, what do you consider a truly fasted state? 16 hours, 18 hours, or 20 hours? Okay, so a truly fasted state isn't the time part so much. A truly fasted state would be what you're doing during your fasting period. So you want to make sure that you're not taking anything in with flavor or calories. So no stevia, no gum, no mints, nothing with flavor, so no flavored mineral waters, any of that. Just black coffee, black tea, or water. You can have carbonated water, you just can't have flavored water. So that's a truly fasted state. So truly fasted state is when you're not doing anything that's going to cause an insulin release in your body. So nothing with flavor and nothing with calories. Fat adaptive is when you've been fasted long enough to where you have burned through all your glycogen stores and you're actually utilizing fat as a source of energy. So that's the difference between the two of those. Now, we call the 16, 18, or 20, when you get to that fat adaptive feeling and what we call the energized sense of calm, however long it takes you to get there is what we refer to as a sweet spot. So hopefully that explains those little things. Nikita from Washington, hello. Renee from Minnesota, welcome. Jamie from Pennsylvania. Michelle Hammond, not sweetened tea. Nope. I drink that as well. Just wanted to make sure it was okay. Michelle, no worries. You're welcome. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Let's see. The typical lemon or fresh lime water. Yeah, you can't have any lemon or lime or anything flavored in your water. Just plain old water. Okay, then I'm on my way. I do that as well, along with apple cider vinegar and water. Okay, so if you guys are talking about your fasted state, apple cider vinegar, depending on who you listen to, some people say it takes you out of a fasted state. Some people say it doesn't take you out of a fasted state. If I'm going to fast and reap the benefits of what fasting can do for me, fat adaptation can do for me, and hope to get my body into a state of autophagy, I am not going to take any chances with apple cider vinegar. I will push it into my feasting window. So I say if you're going to fast for the healing benefits of fasting, then you don't want to put anything in your fasting window that could possibly take you out of a truly fasted state. And the only way that you'll know whether it takes you out of a truly fasted state or doesn't is either you're going to be tested for the for the presence of insulin in your system. It's something that's been released, or glycogen in your bloodstream, or you're going to just have to wait for a long enough period of time to see if you're reaping the benefits of fasting. And if you're not reaping the benefits of fasting, then I would say take those things out. I don't want to gamble with that, so I just go truly fasted. I hope that helps with that that conversation. Let's see, where did I leave off here? Okay, apple cider vinegar. Where did the apple cider vinegar go? Non-sweetened. Okay, I think I got it there. I took a break from working out because I was too exhausted from IF and workout. 6 months. IF added workouts again. Needed to hear this. Awesome. Just get through that stage where you feel too tired to work out, and then you'll get into that energized sense of calm again through your workouts, and it'll feel fantastic. You might need to tweak what it is you're doing in your feasting window a little bit, but very minimally, and then you'll be fine. 12-12 Weaver, I fast from 9 p.m. until 1:30 p.m. next day. Is that long enough? I don't know. You have to see if you're getting the fat adaptive feelings. Michelle, I love being a part of this group and having these videos. I thought I was just having an especially hard time because it was harder. Once I got through the first weeks, it wasn't as hard as I thought. Yep, exactly. And you're talking about fasted cardio, right? Because you're training for a race. 12-12 Weaver, glad to hear this because I also had foot surgery and getting back into working out, but can't do half the stuff I did before surgery. Yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back. Just be patient. Michelle, just started IF, a little afraid to hit the gym with no food. You'll be okay. Just stay hydrated and remember to eat nutrient-dense foods in your feasting window. So you want to make sure you're feasting well when you're feasting. If you feed your body a bunch of junk when you're feasting, then you definitely won't reap the benefits when you're in your truly fasted state and you're working out. Tara, let's see. I am new to all of this. I'm a 40-year-old woman in menopause and going through cancer treatment. I've experienced so many changes in my body. It's increasingly difficult and disheartening. Tara, do lots of research on fasting and cancer and fasting and cancer treatments. And someone just shared to me today, I think it was Carrie, shared with me a documentary that she found that was all about fasting and prolonged fasting and cancer. So research prolonged fasting, cancer, and cancer treatments, Tara. And then there's also a book called, what is the book that I'm sure, I think it's called, it's something like metabolic something in fasting. And if you email me, Tara, my email's here in this feed. Email me at dianeparhamfitness@gmail.com. I'll get you the book I'm referring to about fasting and cancer. I'm starting IF today. Awesome. So email me, please. Michelle, hang in there, Tara. We are here for you. Yep. Anna, thanks for all you do. You're welcome. Dana, IF for Life, Washington State, November 4th, last week of October course. Awesome. Tara Hoffman, I started slow too, and before I knew it, I reached my goal of 24. It took me a few months, but it's so worth it. Yes, it is. Tara. Yes, we fast every day. What about alcohol? I like my wine now and then. I say if you're trying to heal your body, that would be the first thing I would kick. No alcohol. Any beginner tips would be so appreciated. Tara, just email me. Ida, I heard women should not fast daily, but twice a week. What is your experience, opinion on this? Info is great. Ida, I fast every day. I want to feel fantastic. The people who usually say women can't fast more than twice a week are men, and I don't really think they have a right to say that. As a younger active woman, I have been so frustrated that the weight just sticks when my whole life I've been able to eat well, work out. Now I'm menopause, things are so hard. Yeah, Tara, we're all in the same boat, so you're not alone, girlfriend. You're welcome, Michelle. Wow, I messed up. I chew gum to keep my mouth moving. Yeah, you don't want to chew gum in a fasted state. And not if you want to stay truly fasted. Dana, what is so weird is that now for me, carbonated water tastes sweet. Just plain water. I know, your taste buds totally change. Michelle, citrus takes you out of a fasted state. Yes. Dana, let's see. Why is stevia not acceptable during your fasted state? I thought I remember you saying it was okay a few months ago. Yeah, so it was okay a few months ago. And then I read a study that they did where they put stevia on the tongues of mice, and I don't care if it was mice, and I think they're doing studies on humans now, but they did a study that showed that even the sensation of stevia on their tongue without actually ingesting it caused an insulin release in their body and took them out of a fasted state. And so I just don't play around. And I also noticed that when I put stevia in my coffee, I actually craved more sweets. And when I drink my coffee black, I crave less sweets. So the sweet sensation of my coffee actually causes me to want to have more sweet stuff. And so I just took it out. But it's a personal decision. You can do what you want to do with the stevia. You just have to test your body system out. If you're having a problem with craving sugar and maybe craving carbohydrates, then it's probably the stevia. Kick the stevia for a week and see what happens. Michelle, screw them and their interpretations about women in IF. Yeah, they don't know anything. Who cares? That's why I say be careful who you listen to. And I heard someone today talking about how you shouldn't work out in a fasted state, and they were super non-muscular man who looked like he never worked out a day in his life. So I thought that was really convenient for him to give advice that you shouldn't work out in a fasted state. But I'm reaping major benefits from working out in a fasted state and feel absolutely fantastic. So be careful who you listen to, or put what they say to the test. And so if someone says something and it doesn't seem like it makes sense for you as an individual, then put it to the test. And if what they're saying ends up not being true for you, then just move on and do what's good for you. That's my advice. Let's see. What is the adaptive feeling? What is the adaptive feeling like? Michelle, what is the fat adaptive feeling? Okay, so the fat adaptive feeling is when you have an energized sense of calm, meaning that you are burning your own stored energy as a source to get you through the day. You don't need food for it. Women and men are different in every way. They'll never get it. It's so easy for them. Yeah. And why should men be the only ones that get to reap the benefits of what fasting can do? I mean, it's crazy, right? Okay, so let's see what else we got over here on Facebook. So hopefully that's helping you guys get some confidence about going in and doing some fasted workouts. You don't want to start with an hour-long workout. You don't even need to do an hour-long workout anymore. Start out with 5 minutes. Start out with 10 minutes. Build yourself up. This is where keeping a log and a journal is really beneficial. And so I use my fitness tracker, which logs what it is that I'm doing with my workouts. And so I can see my progression. I can see where I was barely getting through a 20-minute workout. And then I got through a 30-minute workout. And then I got through a 40-minute workout. I think my workout today was 54 minutes. And according to what I did at the Cycle Bar, it was an 822 calorie burn that I did in a 54-minute workout. Well, I looked at the same exact type of workout that I did 3 weeks ago. I was barely burning 300 or 400 calories, which is an indication that I wasn't working out as hard. And I wasn't working out as hard because I wasn't as comfortable working out in a truly fasted state. So now that my body is building up its momentum and it's building up its tolerance for working out, and I'm getting stronger, my cardio is getting better, and I'm being able to tap into those fat stores more efficiently, I can get in a much better and a much more efficient workout in the same amount of time, and all I'm doing is just staying consistent. So build up where you are. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, and keep track of your progress so that you can continually push yourself a little bit harder as you become more comfortable and as the time progresses on. A truly fasted state is magic, yes. Or hungry is where the magic happens, and hungry happens in a truly fasted state. So once you get comfortable with all those feelings, that's when you'll really start to reap the benefits. Valerie, can we have LaCroix with a flavor? You can have LaCroix with the flavor in a fasted state if you're willing to risk not being fasted. If you don't want to take yourself out of a truly fasted state, I say don't play around with flavor, just do the plain water. And the other thing about LaCroix, I used to be a huge LaCroix fan, and then I started thinking about all the areas of my life where I'm exposed to aluminum, and we decided to kind of ditch aluminum foil as far as what we're using for cooking. And I thought, okay, if I'm ditching aluminum foil, why am I going to drink out of an aluminum can? And so we went to straight, we drink bottled water out of a glass bottle now, and so we just have that one less exposure to aluminum. So be careful with how many LaCroix you're drinking in a day, because you are drinking water from an aluminum can. Short term, I'm sure that's not a problem. Long term, or doing it several times throughout a day, you're just having that much more exposure to some aluminum. So just be aware of that. Okay, so let me see what else we got over here on YouTube really quick before I break off out of here. Let's see. Thanks for that. Out goes the stevia. Yep. Or here's what you can do is pick a day that you want to have a special stevia day. So like maybe Sunday morning coffee with your spouse or your family or something is a kind of a ritual you enjoy. Maybe just have it one day a week as opposed to every time that you have coffee, and just kind of create it as a special thing and not an everyday thing. Let's see what else we got. I can do that 15 minutes. Yep. Claudia, I have been doing IF 16-8 just 3 days a week. It's helping allergies, cleansing, and weight loss. I feel great. I eat healthy. Other 4 days, but wonder if I'm shortchanging myself and should go every day. Claudia, I personally think you're shortchanging yourself. And that's not to say that we don't have days that we enjoy a breakfast, but when we have breakfast or we eat on a shortened fasted window, so maybe a 12-hour window, let's say, we usually make up for it in the other end and end up doing about a 23 or 24-hour fast the next day to make it up. So there's no reason to not fast every day, especially when you're flexible intermittent fasting. You're not fasting for prolonged days at a time. You're just fasting for hours. And anytime you take yourself out of a fasted state, you immediately take yourself out of that healing opportunity and that opportunity for your body to really process away all that stored glycogen, really get yourself out of that, that insulin sensitivity type of state that we generally get in as we age. You take yourself out of the opportunity of balancing out your hormones, and there's really no need to not fast every day, even if it's for 12 hours. The one thing that I always really recommend is that you just don't put yourself into a situation where you think that you're fasting when you're really not eating. So if you're going to fast, commit to fasting. Take out the flavored waters, take out the gums, take out the stevias, take out all those things, and put yourself in a truly fasted state, especially if you're still in a healing state with your body. So if you still have some things that you're working through that you're trying to heal yourself with, or maybe you're trying to still balance out your hormones, or you're trying to kick some food addictions maybe, then don't play around with your fasting window. I would take it very seriously and really dedicate some good amount of time to getting that fasting window down. And then what happens is your feasting window becomes so much easier. You have a very short window to feast, and you're going to feast on nutrient-dense foods. That's really what we're working on as we're moving our people into our alumni course, and we're really exercising some good, mature fasting, working on what it is that's nutrient-dense for you as a woman, and letting you have the opportunity to listen to some of those signs and signals your body's sending you so that you can figure that out for yourself. So let's see. Michelle, why are certain researchers so hung up on breakfast? IF feels great. No more runny nose allergy symptoms. Exactly. I don't know. It's the food industry, I think, and I don't know. Who knows and who cares, really? Like, we found a different way. Let's just kind of get rid of that for a while. Ida's so excited for November close. Excited to have you, girlfriend. Okay, Claudia, great. I will get there. Thanks so much for all your help. You're welcome, Claudia. Yeah, just fast every day. So are we just really eating one meal a day? No, you can eat as many meals as you want. It's a window in which you're eating. So you can figure that out. And if you want help, we offer a course where we teach you how to do that. And the next one starts November 4th. So I'll kind of end it with that. Our alumni course is up and running. So welcome to everyone who's in there. It's a great place to figure some last details out of your fasting and your feasting. And then we will get through some of our holiday stuff as well in our alumni course. And then if you are interested in jumping in with us for our course, our next course is starting on November 4th. We will get you through the holidays. We'll be working together to try to figure out some ways to kind of emotionally get through the holidays, as well as feast through the holidays without feeling like we put ourselves too far backwards in what we're trying to do with our fasting and our feasting. And then, like I said, if you are interested in starting to get back into the exercise game, definitely feel free to either email me. Kara has put my email address in the links below, the comments below, or you can leave your email address and we'll get you some information about how to get it signed up so that you will be in the information loop as we start to gear ourselves up to get back into working out. And we'll teach you how to work out efficiently and effectively in a fasted state. And then last minute announcement is we will not be here live tomorrow because it is Halloween. I'll be spending time with my family, and then we will not be here on Thursday night either because we are guests at the Team Rubicon event on Thursday night as part of what we were able to do with a donation to them that they just allocated out to the Hurricane Harvey continued relief efforts in Houston. So we will be taking our family, and Kara and her husband will be joining us for a very nice event on Thursday night. So we won't be here on Thursday. So don't forget, if you are interested in joining our November 4th course, we do close out registration on Friday, and I won't be here on Thursday to remind you. So make sure you get yourself signed up so that you will not miss out on what we're going to be doing to get everybody through the holidays. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. I do not want to hear any complaining about what y'all did tomorrow night during Halloween. Halloween is not your holiday. It's for kids. They dress up in costumes and walk around with pillow sacks and say trick or treat and ask people to give them candy. Don't be a trick or treater tomorrow. Don't blame your kids or your grandkids for whatever it is that they're going to do to celebrate their holiday and what it is that they're bringing in their house. You do not need to eat fun size Snickers and a bunch of crappy candy from a pillowcase. Refrain from eating the candy tomorrow, and then I want you all to join me here on Wednesday night being super empowered and super grateful that you use your intermittent fasting and what it is that you know about feasting and how you want to feel on Wednesday morning and all the signs and signals that your body is sending you, and you're going to tap into all that. And if you have to, carry me around with you tomorrow night, where I'll be in your ear saying, don't eat that. That's not going to make you feel good. You're going to have that regret tomorrow. Stick with that. Do not binge eat candy tomorrow night. I want you guys to all be happy and healthy when you jump on here with me on Wednesday, okay? I'm not going to do it either. So if I'm not going to do it, that means you guys can't do it. And then I'll see you guys on Wednesday night. Don't forget to get registered for that November 4th course. I'll see you guys later.